Scholar profile. The scholars really pride themselves on their deep level of knowledge and expertise. For them, their subject matter expert is of most importance to them. So typically, we find scholars are really an expert on a topic or an area. They've spent a lot of time learning and acquiring new information that they can then apply at work. They've also got this stability and consistency in them. So they'll come across as quite calm and patient when dealing with others, but also very persistent. So they're very comfortable working with routine and consistency, thinking about how any change might be implemented into the business. They're also quite independent and assertive. So they're very comfortable setting their own goals. They're very self driven, self motivated, but they do want to achieve those goals and where they're heading. They're able to think about the big picture, but also think about what needs to be done from a details perspective. For them, they're more reserved and introspective. You'll see them sitting back, not openly verbalizing in maybe team meetings, but often they're generating ideas as they're sitting there and really thinking things through, but you may not find them verbalizing. So for them, they need time to think and therefore then they can share. So the best way to work with a scholar if you're running a meeting or a collaboration session is let them know what the meeting's about beforehand, and then they will often contribute quite a lot more because they've had time to think about it, bring their knowledge and expertise to the table, and then they're more likely to share it. If you're giving feedback to a scholar, they'll be a little bit more sensitive around their area of expertise and maybe the quality of their own work. So be a little bit cautious around areas like that. Areas where you might need to coach and support them might be around them building relationships with others at work, talking through their ideas with others, and taking those other people on the journey. Typically, because they like to have their heads down, do their work, solve the problem, very analytical, but also task focused. Sometimes they forget to bring themselves up and talk through others and with others to get their ideas out. So that might be an area where you'll coach them. When it comes to rewarding and recognizing them, it really does need to be around their loyalty or subject matter expertise. Don't put them up on stage, they'll definitely prefer more private recognition. But it's important that you value them around their expertise, their loyalty, and also potentially around them achieving their goals, which they will likely set for themselves because they're quite self driven. So, hopefully, this has been really helpful in supporting you on working with a scholar.